Princess Diana didn't just raise a son. She built the king who ends Camilla. 20 ways, not luck, designed. The walkabouts, the hospital visits, the minefield in Angola, the way he speaks to a grieving stranger. Diana trained all of it into him before he turned 15. Then she died, and everyone assumed the training stopped. It didn't. It just went quiet for 28 years. Every instinct the palace tried to school out of, William goes straight back to his mother. Camilla already feels it. The man absorbing the monarchy was shaped by the woman she replaced. We're going through all 20. Way 20 is the one Camilla cannot survive. It is also the one Diana set in motion in 1997. A king built in her image, ruling the house that broke her. For 28 years, they said Diana lost. They were wrong. Her son is the proof. Let's count them down. Number 1. The smaller R. November 2024, Cape Town. A reporter asked William how the past year had been. He said, "Honestly, it's been dreadful." Then he said something that would have made Diana smile. "I'm trying to do it differently, and I'm trying to do it for my generation. I'm doing it with maybe a smaller R in the royal." Marie Claire and Us Weekly both covered it. A smaller R, less performance, more presence, less ceremony, more contact. Diana spent her entire adult life trying to strip the performance out of royalty, trying to make the crown mean something beyond protocol and pageantry. She was punished for it, isolated, surveilled, stripped of her title. Her son just announced the same vision as official policy, on camera, in Cape Town, and the palace where Camilla lives heard every word. That didn't come from nowhere. It came from a decision Diana made when William was 9 months old. Number 2, 9 months old on a sheep farm. 1983, Australia. Royal children stayed home when their parents traveled. Elizabeth left Charles with his grandparents for months at a time. Diana refused. She brought 9-month-old William on a 6-week Commonwealth tour. ABC News and Yahoo both reported it. The baby stayed on a sheep farm in New South Wales. His parents visited every few days instead of vanishing. William now travels with his own children. Kate brings them. It started on a sheep farm in 1983. His mother's rule, still running. But it goes deeper than travel. Diana made a choice about William's education that no royal before her had made, and it changed who he became. Number 3, the classroom that changed everything. William became the first heir to the British throne, educated entirely outside the palace. No private tutors, no closed-door lessons. Hello, ran the story. Wetherby in Notting Hill, Ludgrove near Berkshire. Then Diana made the choice that mattered most. She picked Eton over Gordonstoun, rejecting Charles's school, pulling William toward London instead of the Scottish Highlands. Yahoo and Hello both reported it was Diana's decision. Charles went to Gordonstoun. Philip went to Gordonstoun. Andrew and Edward followed. Diana broke that pattern. George, Charlotte, and Louis are at Lambrook now. 3 decades later, Diana's decision still controls where the future monarchs go to learn. And Gordonstoun? Nobody in William's family will ever go there again. And what Diana taught William outside the classroom mattered even more than what happened inside it. Number 4, she very much wanted us to see the rawness. William's own words, 2012, ABC News. She very much wanted to get us to see the rawness of real life, and I can't thank her enough for that because reality bites in a big way. McDonald's, Disney World, waiting in line for a roller coaster, taking the tube. Diana didn't just show William a normal life. She made him feel what it was like to not be special. And a man who knows what it feels like to wait in a queue is a very different king than one who's never stood behind another person. Camilla married a prince who was carried through life. Diana built a king who stood in line. I really want to get to way 11, the promise William made to Diana that changed who he became forever. But first, ways 5 through 9, because those are the ones Diana trained into his body, not his mind, his reflexes. Number 5, you can't cuddle a child in a hat. Diana's words. Tyler reported them. She refused to wear hats during engagements with children because they created a physical barrier. Kate does the same. Watch Kate at a children's hospital. No hat, hair down, hands free. That rule didn't come from a palace protocol book. It came from a woman who wanted nothing between herself and the person she was holding. William married a woman who follows the same rule. And Camilla, who relies on ceremony, formality, and distance, is watching the monarchy drop every barrier Diana hated. The hat was just the beginning. Number 6. The eye-level rule. Every photograph of Diana with children shows the same thing. She knelt, got down to their height, didn't bend, didn't lean forward, knelt. Look at any Telegraph photograph. She's always at eye level. William does it, Kate does it. Their children see it every day. The monarchy's body language toward the public changed because one woman decided to stop towering over people. And the impulse to meet someone where they are, physically, emotionally, is the single biggest difference between William's monarchy and Charles's. His mother programmed it, in her knees, in her posture, in every photograph she left behind. And then Diana took William somewhere the country was afraid to go. Twice. Number 7. The passage. Not the famous handshake. The visits nobody covered. Diana brought William and Harry to the passage, a homeless shelter in London, as children. William talked about it in his 2024 ITV documentary, Prince William, We Can End Homelessness. People magazine quoted him, "I was a bit anxious as to what to expect. My mother went about her usual part of making everyone feel relaxed and having a laugh and joking with everyone. He was a boy. He didn't understand homelessness, but he remembered how his mother made people feel safe." In 2023, William launched Homewards, a 5-year plan to end long-term homelessness in the UK. Fox News Digital reported Nika said it's Diana's vision still shaping his role now. The passage visits are why Homewards exists. She planted that 30 years ago, and the ward she walked into next broke a global stigma. But the part most people haven't heard is what happened after. Number 8. The AIDS ward and the Queen's objection. 1987. Diana opened the UK's first dedicated HIV unit at London Middlesex Hospital. She shook hands without gloves when the world believed touch could spread the virus. You know that part. Here's what happened behind closed doors. Ken Wharf, Diana's protection officer, reported that the Queen personally told Diana to get involved with something more pleasant. Hello documented it. Diana ignored her. She went back. She brought her sons. The Queen of England told Diana to stop, and Diana's response was to double down and bring her children along. That defiance lives inside William now. When the institution tells him to slow down, he accelerates. That reflex? His mother built it in an AIDS ward the Queen told her to leave. Stay with me. Because Wayne 9 happened 6 months before Diana died, and it connects directly to something William funds right now. Number 9. Angola and the Thin Green Line. January 1997. Huambo, Angola. Diana walked through an active minefield in a protective visor and body armor. The photographs are still the most powerful images of what royalty could be. 6 months later, she was gone. But here's the part most people miss. William made a private donation to the Thin Green Line Foundation, which supports the families of conservation rangers killed protecting wildlife. It's documented on his Wikipedia page. The impulse to walk toward danger instead of away from it, to fund the people on the ground doing the work nobody sees. The traces to a woman who put on body armor and stepped into a minefield while the palace told her to stay home. She walked into that field in January 1997. 6 months later, a tunnel in Paris took her from the boys she'd spent 15 years training. 9 ways, all trained into William before he turned 15. The next 11 are proof the training held, because every single one shows up in something William has done or said since Diana died. And the next one starts with a 9-year-old boy picking up a telephone. Number 10. The restaurant at 9. Diana was upset. William, 9 years old, quietly booked a table at her favorite restaurant to cheer her up. Yahoo and multiple biographers documented it. He didn't ask a nanny. He picked up the phone himself. Diana called him My Little Wise Old Man. Robert Lacey documented the nickname. The boy who learned to care for his mother's feelings at 9 is the same man who sat beside Kate through cancer treatment at 42. The emotional instinct to act, not wait, not delegate act, started in a dining room at 9. And the next one is the promise, the one that tells you exactly who William became. Number 11. Don't worry, Mummy. 1996. Charles stripped Diana of her HRH title in the divorce settlement. Paul Burrell wrote about what happened next in A Royal Duty. William, 14, sat with his mother, put his arms around her and said, "Don't worry, Mummy, I will give it back to you one day when I am king." Woman and Home and Stylecaster both published the account. Helena Chard told Fox News Digital that William reportedly made this promise. Diana cried. A 14-year-old boy promised to protect his mother's name from the institution that took it. And the man who now holds the pen that writes Camilla's title, Queen Dowager, Princess Consort, or nothing at all, is the same boy who made that promise. He was 14. He's 43 now. He hasn't forgotten. The next 3 are the things William did after Diana died that prove the training is permanent, starting with the ring. Number 12. Diana's ring on Kate's hand, October 2010. Kenya, William proposed with Diana's sapphire engagement ring. He'd carried it in his rucksack for 3 weeks. He told ITV, "She's not going to be around to share in any of the fun and excitement of it all, so this is my way of keeping her close to it all." Harry originally inherited the ring and offered it to William. Per Burrell, in a 2017 documentary, Harry said, "Wouldn't it be fitting if she had Mummy's ring?" Kate wears it every single day. Camilla sees it every time they're in the same room, Diana's ring, on the hand of the future queen, chosen by Diana's son, for that exact reason, and it goes beyond the ring. It reaches William's children by name. Number 13. Granny Diana. George, Charlotte, and Louis never met Diana. She died 16 years before George was born, but they call her Granny Diana. William revealed it in the 2017 ITV documentary, Diana, Our Mother, Her Life and Legacy. The Mirror picked it up. He keeps photographs of her in their home. He told ITV he wants his children to know there are 2 grandmothers in their lives. Camilla is alive, present, and crowned. And William's children call a woman who died in 1997 by a name that keeps her permanently in the family. Not a memory, a presence, because their father decided it would be. 3 policies next, all Williams, all rooted in something Diana put in his hands as a child. Number 14. Heads Together. 2016. William, Kate, and Harry created Heads Together, a mental health campaign that shattered royal silence on the subject. His mother talked publicly about bulimia and depression when the palace told her not to. William told the BBC, "Smashing the taboo is our biggest aim." Diana smashed it first. In 1995, on Panorama, her son built an organization around the cracks she opened and the willingness to talk about pain publicly. In a family that punishes vulnerability, started with a mother who refused to perform wellness she didn't feel. And the one after that goes even further back, because William named the starting point himself. Number 15. Homewards. Remember the passage, the shelter from Way 7? In 2023, William turned those childhood visits into Homewards, a 5-year initiative to end long-term homelessness in the UK. ITV filmed the documentary. He said on camera that he feels almost guilty every time I leave. Nika told Fox News Digital, Diana's vision, taking her young sons to homeless shelters when they were very young, showing them the other side of life. It's had a big impact on him. It's still shaping his role now. William isn't honoring Diana's memory. He's executing her agenda, with a budget, a documentary crew, and the authority of the Prince of Wales behind it. And the prize he launched carries her philosophy in everything but the title. Number 16. Earthshot. 2020. William launched the Earthshot Prize. £50 million over a decade for environmental solutions. The largest environmental prize in history. Diana didn't do climate work, but the philosophy behind Earthshot is hers. Royalty should solve problems, not attend galas about them. She walked minefields, her son funds solutions, the scale got bigger, the reflex stayed the same. 4 ways left. All of them connect to how William will rule and why Camilla can't survive it. Number 17. No live-in staff. August 2025. NBC News confirmed William and Kate run Forest Lodge without butlers, valets, or palace insiders. His mother understood what household staff meant. Information travels through the people who serve. She was surveilled through that network for years. William dismantled it. Nobody at his home reports to anyone in Camilla's office. She learned the hard way what palace staff could do to a princess. Her son made sure it can't happen to his wife, and the next way changed how the whole family touches the public. Number 18. The walkabout revolution. Watch William at an engagement. He stops, he crouches, he holds hands, he makes eye contact without checking the clock. That's Diana. Not a strategy memo, not a PR coach. Diana. She reinvented the royal walkabout, turning it from a wave and move into something personal. William absorbed it as a child. Kate absorbed it from William. And now the family's public style is Diana's style. While Camilla's engagements, formal, scripted, brief, look more dated by the month. And the experts are calling what William is building by a very specific name. Number 19. The Diana reboot. Marie Claire published it in May 2025. William is aiming for a Diana reboot of the monarchy. Nika told Fox News Digital that William has been taking guidance and inspiration from my mother now more than ever before. William's own words, on the record. A source close to the family told Us Weekly that Charles's feelings about William's rising profile are similar to how he felt about Diana, the son outshining the father, history repeating, and every change William makes to the monarchy's DNA pushes Camilla further from relevance. Way 20, the last one, the one Camilla cannot survive. Number 20, a king built in her image. This is where all 20 converge, the smaller R, the passage, the eye-level crouch, the ring, the promise. Granny Diana, Homewards, Earthshot, the walkabout. Every one of those decisions, policies, and instincts traces back to a mother who had 15 years to shape a future king before the palace could reach him. William connects to the country the way Diana did, not through tiaras and titles, but through touch. And Camilla's position depends on the things William is stripping away.